okay? And I want to just say thank you to the town of Enfield for hosting this really special event. Today we have our town manager in the back of the room. Really appreciate it, sir. And we have Councilman Ed Deno, who's a veteran himself and very active in the Enfield Veterans Advisory Council. Again, the town has been incredibly supportive, year in and year out in terms of veterans-related issues, and certainly this push that's here. I also want to make a special recognition of Ernie Maynard, who is, again, a Korean War veteran who alerted my office to the fact that the Korean government has issued and struck this new medal, and really helped us contact the Korean embassy, get the criteria for eligibility, and to get the word out to folks about the fact that their service is something that is still very special in the hearts and minds of the people of South Korea, and that they have this opportunity to have their service memorialized. And the person who's been an incredible driving force in terms of getting the word out is Lucien Lefebvre, who is active in the Enfield Legion. He has personally handwritten notes to hundreds of Korean War veterans across the state, and as you can see visually here, it's paying off huge dividends in terms of getting the word out to folks. This is going to happen tomorrow down in Norwich, Connecticut, the other end of the 2nd Congressional District. It's happening in other parts of the state as well. And again, Ernie and Lucien, have been just tremendous. And Tony, I apologize. Tony Segundo, who is wearing his medal and is a Korean War veteran, have been just really incredibly diligent and determined to get the word out, because, the Korean War, as many of you know, is sometimes called the Forgotten War. It's but it obviously was a conflict that was extremely challenging for people who served over there. Frankly, it's not forgotten these days. I serve on the House Armed Services Committee. We had a hearing last week with General Scalpini, who's the commander of U.S. troops in Korea. There are 29,000 folks over there. Obviously, if you just read the news, and see the actions of the North Korean government, the tension that's over there still exists to this day, many years later. And again, for the folks who served and wore the uniform of our country back in the 1950s, we can't say thank you enough in terms of protecting those people's freedoms. It's one of the strongest economies in the world right now in terms of South Korea, and obviously it's a place where democracy still exists, and it wouldn't have happened by itself, that's for sure. So what we'd like to do, because there's so many here today, I think we have 15 medals to present. And rather than do this one by one, I think it would be kind of more meaningful if we'll call the roll and have everyone come on up who can stand up and join us, and have a family member come with them, and then they can actually present the medal all in sort of one big moment. And again, we will read off the military branch that people served in. If people want to say a few words, as they say in Washington, I'll yield the floor, and you can take over the microphone and talk again about, just any thoughts or comments that you might have. And what I wanted to do, though, just is you'll all get a medal as well as a certificate from the Korean government that explains what the medal is. I'm going to read that just once, okay? And then, again, as folks come up, we'll make a presentation of both of these gifts from the government of South Korea. So it states, Ambassador for Peace, official proclamation. It is a great honor and pleasure to express the everlasting gratitude of the Republic of Korea and our people for the service that you and your countrymen have performed in restoring and preserving our freedom and democracy. We cherish in our hearts the memory of your boundless sacrifices in helping us reestablish our free nation. In grateful recognition of your dedicated contributions, it is our privilege to proclaim you an ambassador for peace with every good wish of the people of the Republic of Korea. Let each of us reaffirm our mutual respect and friendship that they may endure for generations to come. And it's signed by the Minister for Patriots and Veterans Affairs, which is actually a department in the South Korean government. And if any of you have been over there, they take meticulous care of all the cemeteries and memorials that were created to, again, recognize that conflict, and the chairman of the Korean Veterans Association. It's also in Korean, in case any of you read Korean. You can take a look at it for yourself. And as I said, it's obviously personalized with the name of the service member who's here today. So why don't you have Lucian read the roll here, and we can have people come on up. Again, bring a family member with you so we can again make the medal presentation.
Ronald Genowitz, Walter Gill, John Fenner, John Frangiamore, Leonard Wisniewski, Lionel Gendro, Henry Buono, David Dubois. Did James McGinnis come? Okay, James McGinnis,
And Tony's going to accept on behalf of Mr. McGinnis.
Richard Quint, Francis Ganuccio, Ganuccio, Italian names. Herbert Hampton, Edward Dubci, Biagio Russo, and Henry Zahara.
Very good.
We practiced that one.
People have trouble with my French name, so.
Before we get started, actually, I just want to, we've been joined by Manny Meneses, who's my veterans caseworker down in Groton. He's a 30-plus year veteran of the U.S. Navy. He was a Master Chief Petty Officer on submarines, and he does a great job helping veterans and people in active duty in terms of their issues with the government. And I want to thank you for your hard work in terms of getting these medals organized. So Manny's here today with us.
I'm not sure if they came.
So why don't, again, we can have a family member just come on and stand right up, and you can have a medal. If someone's not here with you, then I'm sure Lucian or
Ed will do it for him.
Yep, so why don't you come on over, sir?
Yeah, well, we'll make sure
I guess
that
you'll be my family
who
member.
they
I
are.
will be your family member today.
Okay.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, huh?
Thank you, Ernie.
This is Mr. Gill.
I'm Mrs. Gill.
You're Mrs. Gill?
I'm not Mr. Gill.
Did you want to put it on him?
No, that's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah. I don't want to joke.
Here, that's
Thank you,
him.
Lucian.
Congratulations.
That's empty.
Thank you very much.
Oh, no, you took it out.
Yeah, I took it out.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations. You're welcome.
God bless. God bless you. Joe.
John Fenner.
General. I'm with Smith.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. This is Mr. Wisniewski. This is his wife.
Present you. Here you go. Appreciation for your husband's service.
This is one of my husband's. He was a great man. Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Would you like to do the honors?
I can do it. Since you made me come up here.
Here you go. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Looks good on that sweater,
You should do the honors.
Mr. Bonanno.
Congratulations, sir.
Congratulations.
Would you like to do the honors? Thank you. Congratulations, sir.
Congratulations. Don't forget that.
That's right.
Mr. DuBois, how are you?
Good, how are you? How about a cup of coffee?
Well, if I knew you were here, I would have brought one.
Oh, good.
Don't you do the honors, or? Yeah, we're married back then.
Congratulations, thank you.
Congratulations, sir.
Good to see you, sir. Okay.
Sir.
Keep calling.
This is Edward. Okay. Now take the medal.
Agio, right? Diageo.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Sir, thank you for coming.
Thank you, sir.
Let you do the honors. Congratulations, sir. Thank you, sir.
Here, thank you. Thank you for the service.
Okay, Mr. Hampton.
You do show? You?
Thanks for coming. My name's
Somehow I think I'm related to you.
Oh, really?
Ewart Hampton? Oh yeah, he's got his name tag
No,
on.
sit here. Henry.
Oh, yes, yes.
That's me.
Thank you for coming.
Okay, thank you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Okay, Mr. Hampton. All right. Thanks for coming. That was a while ago.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you and congratulations.
Okay, thank you.
And Tony's taking one for somebody. Thank you. Thanks,
Okay, so this is going to be for Mr. Dennis. He's going to pick it up for the family, and then Mr. Prajia Moore, I don't think he's here. And that's it. Okay. That's going to be nothing, Mr.
Yeah, you're. Is it on? No, it's off. Oh, I don't want channel. Have your attention, please. On behalf of the town of Enfield, I want to congratulate everyone as a councilor here. But I also like to say that in my day, as Vietnam veterans, and Lucian and I, in that era, you people, you gentlemen were our mentors. You were our training NCOs, our DIs, and so forth. And so you mentored us to become what you have become. And I want to thank you very much for your service again and for mentoring. You probably all didn't personally do that, but for that era, mentoring us as soldiers, airmen, Coast Guardmen, Navy, I don't want to miss anybody, and Marines. I heard that. I shouldn't have left them out at the end. But thank you again.
Yeah, I'd just like to say it's been an extreme honor for me to notify the Korean veterans that this was available to them and their families. It's been a great honor. It's good to see a good turnout like this here. And again, the Korean War was always referred to as the Forgotten War, so this is a remembrance. So you weren't totally forgotten. Thank you.
I want to thank everyone, especially the veterans. I come to these meetings only to shake your hands because I don't know who you are. Some of them I do, but all service people, I'd love to shake their hands and say thank you for your service. I don't know how many of you helped bring me back home, and this is why I'm saying thank you. Thank you again.
spread the word. You know, there's more folks out there, and
Yes.
Lucian's going to make sure he finds every one of them. You know? So thank you very much. You know, I'm sure people will stick around here for a few minutes. If,
You want to stick around for pictures or whatever? We can have some photo ops, correct?
Sure.
Let me just take a couple of minutes. My name is Michael Levy.
Yes.
Well, thank you for getting this whole thing started. See that thing in the magazine?
Thank you very much for taking my phone call the other day. I was looking for my father-in-law.
And you know,
I really
Lucian,
appreciate
that's
your
true.
help.
He's got, when I went